to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oregon Ducks and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. Might be calling a hot route. The run to the left. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
22.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man on the left.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Jordan. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Quarterback making adjustments. Using his feet. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises.
Maybe a crease. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Jordan. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Anderson. Caught, and he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Moore with the play fake. Under fire. They're working that left side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Going to the running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep and plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but they spin him down, bring him in a blitz. You could tell, caught the offense off guard, and he gets the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Dante Moore. Caught in the backfield, it's Griffin. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Running inside, it's Griffin. Makes it past the marker. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he
snags it and there's running room. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he puts through the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Here he comes from his own end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Jordan. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. After the run, now to throw. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Snap it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll go with a direct snap. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got his man. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense putting points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Ready. Sweep, sweep. Ready, go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He fires one deep over the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 13 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Bruins, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger.
This coach knows the importance of that win. It gets into 2-2 on the year after a nice road victory. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Right on the money. Turning it on. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Throwing more. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
It'll be 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Oh, he got a little grass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside, it's Jordan. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Looking for room, it's Davison. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Racing to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown Ducks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Trojans want to move quickly.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Gets it out fast. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. On the ground, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game getting it done.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Sweep, sweep. Booster, booster. Right, right. Coming. Spider over. Spider over.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Creates a little room. Here's a little room there. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
A run for the quarterback. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15.
Check, check, check. 3692, love check. Squared, squared, squared.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick them. Wide open space. Touchdown, USC. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Check, 2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain.
Sends it back in motion. They want that clock to run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Flag 14. Flag 14.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 3rd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage.
Jet. Go, go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dumps it off in the flats. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense there. Understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards to get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. They'll move the wide receiver.
Ready, go!
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Finding open areas. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense.